The AI bubble is here, is massive, is bigger than the 2000 dot-com bubble, and you should prepare for it. Companies like Nvidia, OpenAI, Microsoft, Oracle has created a circle economy which will blow up and will drag everything down. Stock market, S&P 500, crypto, anything that has a correlation in the market with value. And right now, Warren Buffett is sitting at $250 billion plus in cash ready to invest in this crash. And also Michael Burry, the one who predicted 20 last crashes and the 2008 crash, is bearish against the market, 80% bearish, and also short on Oracle. And the bubble is more than obvious. Even the CEOs of the companies like Sam Altman knows already, and he has stated that publicly. You cannot have OpenAI with $11 billion revenue committing to spend over $1.4 trillion. Where are they going to find the money? But there is a bubble circle economy between these companies which will blow up anytime, and you should prepare for this. And in this video I will show you exactly how this bubble works and how you can prepare for it and to be in a continuous bull run. No matter if the market goes up or down, if this bubble will blow up sooner or later, you still can profit for it, and you should keep on being in the bull run, you yourself, with your assets and with your wealth, no matter what the market does. This is the most important thing, more than knowing about any bubble theoretically, is what you do yourself. What's your strategy? What is your action that you will take from now on? So if you agree with me and want to see my strategies, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel for more videos like this in the future, and let's jump to it. So what is a bubble or an economic bubble? Is a market phenomenon characterized by surges in asset prices to levels significantly above the fundamental value of that asset. Bubbles are often hard to detect in real time because there is a disagreement over the fundamental value of the asset. And this is exactly what is happening with these AI tech companies. For example, you have now Nvidia investing $100 billion or $500 billion to OpenAI. Here is the money, go invest, build. Then OpenAI needs data centers. And OpenAI goes to Microsoft, hey, I'm going to invest on you. Here is $100 or $500 billion and build the data centers for me. Then Microsoft goes to Nvidia and pays back and say, hey, here is $100 or $500 billion and please give me the chips to build these data centers, and then goes and invest back to Oracle, and then Oracle back to Nvidia, and then Nvidia to OpenAI, and then to Google, and Google to Meta and Microsoft, and all these different companies between each other. They are circulating, showing in papers that they are having hundreds of billions of dollars in profits because they got investments, but they're circulating all that money and it's going again back to the same pockets. And there is not a real fundamental value increased in these companies, and this is not sustainable. So there is a time that this one will blow up, and then will be the right correction, and the prices will go down to what is real fundamental value for all of these different companies. And we saw already early this year when DeepSeek came out and they said that, well, we only needed $10 million to build another ChatGPT when you guys spent billions of dollars supposedly to build that AI, and that one erased over $1 trillion in just 24 hours. And the AI is quite smart right now. It has a lot of information. For example, if I want to check something about the laws of US but I live in Dubai or in Greece or somewhere else, obviously I can have better answers. I can have many things. I use ChatGPT every single day, Grok, and honestly, to me, it saves more than $10,000 per day in expenses in my company, especially in the energy and Bitcoin mining that I am focused on. I know information, strategies, plans, and many other things that I organize through AI every single day. But the AI, it will not be the super intelligence that will give us the answers of the universe that some people think that, oh, when we're gonna have this AGI, we will know the life after death, or if the aliens exist, and all these things that people have all these answers and expecting that the AI will be the one solving everything. The AI is not a consciousness. AI is just a brain with information, which means can process only the information that you give in, and it will not be smarter than the information that already exist. It will only do calculations between these informations, which means obviously will be way smarter than every human on the planet Earth, because it has more data that can process easier without human emotions and other things that stops the average person to be able to be smart and whatever. But it will not be at the level to have answers for the questions that people have and have not find yet the answers. So the AI can actually and only give answers from the answers that already exist in planet Earth. So if you have some answers in Asia but not in US or in Europe, probably you're going to get these answers, but these answers already existed. And to get any other further development achievement in the AI, first has to come through the humanity and then to be transitioned to AI. And that's something that almost 99 plus people are missing right now. So they think that the AI will be just the god that will solve every problem. And more that are feeding the AI at the point that it's going to become even more complicated. And obviously, still you can have super tools. We're going to have AI robots and weapons, and you're going to have a lot of development. And I don't doubt. I'm already making money with AI. I'm super excited. I'm going to make even more and more over time. But it's not something that we just need to bet because, yeah, it's going to be the future. We have to bet everything there. And that's what it creates the bubble. This hype of the moment that everybody is excited and the whole attention is there. And we have right now, for example, more than $18 trillion generated around AI and around this AI bubble, which is not sustainable because it's not that much fundamental value yet in the market from the AI. So that one will create a correction in the market, and everybody's talking about it. You can check on the internet, everybody's talking about it. But what not everybody's talking is, how do you prepare for this? So I'm pretty sure that most of you may think that, well, I'm going to wait for this bubble and then I'm going to invest and I'm going to buy everything cheap, right? So usually what happens is that when the crash happens, the market doesn't necessarily invest. The Wall Street, only the people who knows the rules of the market gets in and buys low, because the average person believes that doesn't psychologically is afraid that it's going to go even deeper. So nobody can spot exactly where is the bottom, you know? The only solution here, and what I'm doing personally, is first I generate more incomes, I generate more cash flow to be able to buy asset, to be able to invest, and that's the main focus that you should have always, no matter what happens in the market. Second is to decide what assets are you going to invest, what assets you know that are going to be in time and will have value over time, no matter what happens in the market with the politicians, geopolitical wars, and all the that happens in this planet. You need to find the assets that will stay over time. Right now, for me, the top 4 assets are Bitcoin, Solana, Tesla, and gold. So I added gold on this video, and I will share with you a specific strategy that I have myself for me as an individual and also for my company to accumulate gold as well, to be a diversification. So Bitcoin is the number 1 asset no matter what. It has proven itself and it's the future. You know, it has better return of investment compared to other one. It's the safest one. It's the last one to fail in this planet. And I'm not going to go further into it. I have more videos on this channel that you can check anytime, but Bitcoin is the number 1 and is irreplaceable, and it will be for a very, very long time. And then the number 2 asset I would say is Tesla. Tesla is the largest AI project on planet Earth, in my opinion. And not only, you can check also Kathy Wood explaining in the Diary of the CEO in the podcast how Tesla is actually the largest AI project on planet Earth. And the bubble on Tesla is not compared to OpenAI, to Microsoft, to Nvidia, etc. At the current moment in the market valuation, in the market cap, of course, Nvidia is the largest one on planet Earth right now, $4.5 trillion, and Tesla is below $1 trillion, sometimes above. It changes from day to day. But Tesla is not just electric cars, it's batteries, it's robotics, it's self-driving taxis, vans, trucks, and so much more. And it's a whole ecosystem that is everything connected to an AI and everything actually monitored with AI. So Tesla will have the most fundamental practical value over time. And that's my number 1 bet when it comes to the AI stock investments. So for me, the perfect diversification is between the biggest winners, the one that has real value and will just keep growing more and more no matter what happens right now in the market. So number 1 is Bitcoin, Tesla, Solana, and Solana in the crypto. If you are in the crypto, if you are not in crypto because you don't know, okay, just do something else, choose Bitcoin, choose Tesla, stick with Tesla. And number 1 reason for Solana is because it's the winner in the crypto market, is better than any other one, proven by its value. And then you have gold. So gold will always be there, will always have its value. This year gained more value because of the geopolitical conflicts and because China is trying to build its own stock with gold to be able to link its currency with the gold, and gold will be always there. You know, gold will never lose the value anyway. But personally, I have a specific strategy on how to accumulate gold without using my own money. So first I go with Bitcoin. I buy Bitcoin with the purpose to hold for a long time, at least 10 years, no matter what happens in the market. Then I get loan against BTC and I accumulate gold. And also in this case, I know obviously I don't go blind into the market and getting loans with a big difference in the LTV. So I get loans around 50 to 60%. 60 is maximum, usually close to 50% on average. especially when it comes to the gold. And also the good thing is that with the gold, you can buy digitally or physically the gold and have it and own it, but it's liquid, so you can also liquidate it any time in the market. You can pay back the loan against BTC if you need to. But this combination, instead of, diversifying the amount, you can also leverage with the loan system and manage this one, and also have exposure to all of them and just hold these assets, gather more of these assets and hold them and manage them properly over time. You don't need to be super duper expert in here and there and spot these opportunities, this charts and that bottom and this top and all of that. The most profitable ones are the ones who does DCA stakes with a boring mindset, with just accumulating assets holding over time. Those are the biggest winners, the biggest investors over time. And that's what you should focus. That's what I do personally. That's what I will recommend to everybody. I'm not a financial investment advisor, just to clarify it here. This is what I do. This is my recommendation. This is what I would say to somebody if someone asks my opinion. And that's what has been proven the most profitable thing for me also in the last 5 years that I'm full-time investor and generating income, cash flow, and forwarding to assets. So personally, right now, I have more than 80% exposure on BTC, and Bitcoin mining is my biggest investment right now. I'm doing 3 different countries. I have 5 different facilities, Ethiopia, United States, and I'm growing more and more on that one. And anything else is just diversifying and keeping on big, good assets over a period of time, and just increasing the amount of assets by increasing the cash flow and more on that. I keep things very simple. I need to know the rules in the market, what will happen in the market, and not to be fooled just because you will see a crash one day and say like, okay, what happened? And get into the psychological fear that I'm losing. Oh, you need to know what are the rules, what's going to happen, to be prepared, to do your strategies, and just take advantage more and more. You just keep on buying while it's dipping, and after a long period of time, at least 5 years, then you can also start DCAing out. So you can start selling portion every month and getting profits out. Meanwhile, you're maintaining the value and even increasing over time. You can do that percentage-wise by doing a DCA out 1, 2, 3% per month. You can decide that yourself. So that's all I got for today's video, guys. The AI bubble is here, it's real, it will happen, but doesn't mean something crazy. It's gonna most probably be for a couple of months, and then everything will come up and will create even the biggest opportunities for people to take advantage and to be multimillionaires. So that's all I got for today. Hope you enjoyed. Smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Make sure you subscribe here, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.